Hello, my dear friends. Good evening. This is Ralph Oscar C. Bagaboyboy, and you are watching Life Talk with Sir Ralph. Today is July 21, 2021. It's a Wednesday. Kumusta kayo dyan, mga kaibigan? Sana nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan ngayon. As I always say, you are always alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic by the grace of God. At sa gabing ito ay iba na naman ang ating tatalakayin na mahalagang bagay upang tayo ay makapagmuni-muni, makapag-reflect sa ating buhay. Kasi ang Life Talk with Sir Rob ay naghahangad na mabigyan natin ng pansin ang mga personal na issue ng ating mga kaibigan, ng iba't ibang tao sa iba't ibang bahagi ng mundo. And tonight, we will be talking about certainty in times of uncertainty. Kasama ang isang professor ng Silliman University. But before that, I would like to promote some of my latest books muna para mabigyan natin ng promotion ito. You Power the Future. This is an inspirational guidebook for family growth and citizenship development. Laman dito ang mga fundamental principles of having a powerful and strong family life, Christian devotion, community engagement, and most importantly, how to manage our time, our resources, and to keep a long-lasting success. Meron ito mga value system na nakakatulong. In fact, some of our schools, some of our divisions sa DepEd kumukuha sa kopyang ito dahil ito ay nakakatulong upang malampasan natin ang mga challenges na kinakaharap at this point in time, especially sa pandemic na ating challenge ngayon or challenging crisis ng ating panahon ngayon. And of course, You Power the Future also contains a chapter for reflection, and there are also suggested ways and activities that you are going to do here as you are reading the pages of this book. So don't forget to get a copy of this, You Power the Future. This is available in selected outlets nationwide. Pwede rin kayo mag-order sa akin. Just message me on Facebook para personal natin na maipadala sa inyo through Fast Express servicing companies. And then the other book is Wisdom for All Seasons. This is a compilation of prayers, messages, and speeches for all occasions. So kung meron kayong mga speaking engagement na hindi kayo ready na magsulat, meron na kayong mga sample dito mga kaibigan na pwede nyo magagamit. At it also contains practical lessons on communication and organizational growth, like how to preside a meeting, how to deal with your clients, using the proper techniques of business communication. Dahil alam natin na kahit tayo ay nagpapadala ng ating mga communication sa ating mga kliyente, medyo hindi pa talaga nasusunod natin yung proper standard. So I'm giving here the basic techniques na magagamit ninyo when you write a message, prayer, speech, and then when you are also going to deal with people, ano yung mga techniques na gagawin natin, just basic techniques para naman reminded tayo mga kaibigan na maging ethical at professional yung ating conduct with other people, especially when we are handling a leadership or managerial position. So don't forget to get a copy of this book, You Power the Future, and Wisdom for All Seasons. Okay, so I'm inviting now our guest. I hope he's here already. Of Life Talk with Sir Rob, together with our guests tonight. We're still waiting for him to give a wave on screen para ma-invite natin siya. We have already invited. I have already invited him to join in the broadcast for our Life Talk with Sir Rob. For the meantime, I would like to make a shout out to our guests, to our friends out there who are watching. Happy watching to Ma'am Elsa El Carte Lahoy-Lahoy. Happy watching, Ma'am. To Queen Avlir Otida Lanzaderas. Happy watching. To my dear friend who also once became our guest, the first guest of our Live Talk with Sir Rob with an online guest, Sir Lowell Abalde. Weng, thank you very much for watching. We'll talk later for some important concerns or reasons. We're still waiting for our guest. Okay, so while our guest is trying to connect to our line, I'd like to give you, my dear friends, a wrap-up of what we discussed last Monday, overcoming insecurities, and our guest was a school owner of Shikaida Learning Center Bahag Incorporated and an entrepreneur in the person of Saira Quizon Gabriel. Thank you very much, Sai, for joining us last Monday night. And we talk about managing insecurities, and there are 7 strategies, my dear friends, on how to manage insecurities so that you will not keep on coming back. So you have to make a slow introduction of yourself. Okay, I was informed by our guest tonight that he has a connection problem, so we're trying to wait for him to be connected to our line. But while he is on the process of connecting to us, I'd like to continue giving a wrap-up of what we discussed last Monday night with our online guest, Saira Quizon Gabriel. Okay, so when you are introduced slowly to those situations that cause you insecurities, that is what we call desensitization process. So, in other words, my dear friends, kung ikaw ay insecure sa isang bagay, huwag mong i-avoid ang sarili mo doon. You have to return to those situations that cause you insecurities para hindi siya magbabalik sa iyong buhay. It will continue to haunt your soul or to haunt your life whenever you will not overcome the fears, the failures, the anxiety in your life. Kaya nga, meron tayong mga kaibigan na kahit matanda na sila, bumabalik-balik pa rin yung mga takot nila. Meron silang mga iniisip na hindi maganda, galit sila sa sarili nila, galit sila sa mga tao sa paligid nila because there are issues in their personal life that have not been resolved. So, by taking the desensitization process, we are actually taught, my dear friends, na kailangan natin na i-conquer yung ating galit, i-conquer natin yung ating mga takot o pangamba sa buhay by really reaching out back to those situations. So halimbawa, galit ka sa taong ito. Then you are going to approach that person because you are not certain yet whether that person behaves that way or you might have misinterpreted the way he or she does. So minsan tayo mga kaibigan may tendency na create na tayo ng interpretation sa behavior or sa treatment ng tao patungo sa atin. But the interpretation of the conduct of a person that we make towards him or her may not be certain, so kailangan natin na balikan yung situation na yon. Ano ba yung mga nag-cause sa atin na problema na naging insecure ka sa ganong situation? So that's what we call desensitization process. Then the third strategy, my dear friend, is you have to live without safety blanket. Di ba, sanay tayo na meron tayong blanket pag natutulog tayo. But this is one way of stepping outside of the comfort zone. Dahan-dahan nating iwanan yung buhay natin sa comfort zone. yung gusto nating gawin, yung komportable tayo dito, yung kontento lang tayo dito, and yet we are not striving more to see another part of our life or the higher portion of our life. By the way, happy watching to Ma'am Glenda Lood Baroga. Thank you very much, Ma'am. You know, Ma'am Glenda Lood Baroga has been the instrument of God that I have been motivated to write books. Hindi ko talaga makalimutan yan, Ma'am Glenn. Thank you very much for your inspiration. And because you are the instrument of God for me to keep on writing books, I have already published 9 books, more on inspirational development, history, and people empowerment. Okay, pa-shout out sir from Saudi Arabia. Yes, from Chenelin Anib Archival. Yes, thank you. I always see Miss Archival watching our program at kahit din sa mga posts natin sa Facebook. I know she's there to support me. So thank you very much, Chen. I could not forget you. Thank you so much for supporting me. I really feel your support. And also to Ate Emma Alumbro Quizon, thank you very much, the mother of our guest last Monday. Thank you very much for watching. And some of you there, we have also Sir Darwin Kakdak, okay, my colleague before at Dansalan College. Thank you, sir, for watching. And some of you, I will try to recognize your names later on. So while we are trying to have the online guest connected to us. Also, happy watching to my former student at La Salle University, Mai. Thank you very much, Mai, for watching. And to all of you there joining us on the Wednesday edition of Life Talk with Sir Rob. And then after that, we have to change our perspective. Baguhin natin yung ating pananaw sa buhay. Kung ano yung mga nag-cause sa atin na maging insecure sa isang bagay, huwag nating i-limit or i-confine ang sarili natin doon sa isang kalagayan. Maybe that situation does not actually ask you to stay there. You have to change your mindset. You have to change your perspective by trying to put yourself in another situation. Halimbawa, siguro you are not really for teaching, because you find yourself not capable to teach. So why not engage in another venture in life? Mag-business ka. Or siguro you get into farming, or ano pa yung mga gusto nyong gawin sa buhay na sadyang magbibigay sa iyo ng saya. And then the fifth strategy is you do what you know best. Find a hobby which was excel to relieve stress and build confidence. Yung sinabi ko nga na I'm using this Life Talk with Sir Rob as my hobby, and I know that nare-relieve yung stress ko, at the same time nabibuild yung aking confidence dito because, you know, by God's grace, He has given me this gift of communication. Okay, happy evening and watching to Philip Maglangi. Thank you very much, Philip, for joining us on this Wednesday edition of Life Talk with Sir Rob. Then the number 6 strategy, okay, our guest is sending a message to us, telling us that there is a connection problem talaga sa kanya ngayon. So, the only way that we could have him connected to our program is really through this Facebook Live, because we have not used other communication platforms yet, only this Facebook Live, though this will be uploaded on YouTube channel. Okay, then after you are doing what you know best for yourself, then it's time to reward yourself for a job well done. Give yourself a break. Treat yourself. I-enjoy mo yung mga nagawa mo by, you know, treating yourself to a restaurant, or treating your friends, or celebrating something because you were successful in a certain undertaking. dapat na i-celebrate mo yun because when you really celebrate something, that means you affirm the blessing of God. You affirm the goodness of God upon your life. So, when we affirm the goodness of God in our life, it makes us more uplifted. It makes us more motivated to go on, to keep going. In our desire to be happy, in our desire to be successful, and in our intention to achieve our goals along the way. And then the last strategy is to keep a progress journal. You start, you list down things that you want to accomplish and all the personal and professional success. Okay, happy watching to Joy Sabiliano. Thank you very much, Joy. To Ivy Di Chavez Lumapas, Pilapil. I think Ivy is in Australia right now. To Larry Lucia Luisma, Larry, hindi mo pa nakuha yung buko, itong Wisdom for All Seasons, ha? Nag-order ka dito, hindi mo pa ito nakuha sa akin. So, just message me on Facebook para mabasa mo to, and I'm sure you could relate so much from this book na magagamit mo, especially that you are handling a managerial position. Happy watching also to Reverend Franklin Malasarte Dumao. Pastor, thank you very much for your usual support, constant support. Nandun ka palagi sa mga post ko, sa mga videos ko. I feel your presence. Thank you so much. So you list out the goals that you want to accomplish, and you have to compliment yourself with it. Of course, some people may misinterpret the way you do that in front of them, na talagang proud ka sa sarili mo. Sabi nila, ang yabang ng taong ito, talagang pinapakita niya na magaling siya. Siyempre, yung mga tao na may inggit, yung mga tao na medyo merong jealousy sa atin, yun talaga ang kanilang interpretation, na once we take pride of our hard work, we take pride of our accomplishments, sinasabi natin yun sa iba, talagang yung iba, ang tingin talaga nila ay mayabangan sila sa atin or mayabang tayo sa kanila. But that is one way of affirming the graciousness of God in our life when we accomplish everything, because we know that these accomplishments cannot be done without the grace of God. So kailangan talaga natin yung tulong ng Panginoon. At tayo lamang ay binibigyan ng Panginoon ng instrumento, mga tao, mga sitwasyon, o ba't ibang mga kalagayan upang tayo ay magkaroon ng accomplishment or ma-accomplish natin yung ating mga gustong gawin sa buhay. Happy watching to Lemuel Vincent de los Reyes. Thank you very much, Lem. To Kuya Glenn Kabigin. Hello. Hello, Ralph. Yes, thank you very much. Kuya Glenn is very busy with his fishing activities. I know, chef, ito si Kuya Glenn. Chef, siguro kasi dati pa to sa college days ko pa, he's one of our kuyas in the dorm. Mahilig na to magluto at magaling magluto, masarap magluto. Okay, thanks Kuya Bog. Yes, tuloy pa yan. I-receive ko Kuya Bog. Happy watching you here. I'm proud. Continue to inspire others' lives. Yes, Larry, I'm also happy for your business. Okay, Sir Rob, is there a link that I need to connect to? Anong problema dito, ha? Right now, the only way that we could be connected to our guest is because I invited him to join in the broadcast, so he's going to accept it, and once accepted, then our online guest can join me on live. Okay, can join me on live, but that's the only way our guest, he's sending a message to us. Okay, happy watching to Rory Faye Pinunal Sarsalejo. Thank you very much, Rory, for your constant support and encouragement. To Reverend Merny Luod Bungabong, thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much. Adrian Ligason, thank you so much, always watching. So Okay, oh, regards daw from Mrs. Carmelita Kabigin, Mama dear. Yes, I was able to meet Ma'am Carmelita Kabigin when I was invited as speaker of a school division press conference, and she happened to be the advisor of a certain school publication. Thank you very much, Ma'am. Very, very gentle, very nice person, Ma'am Carmelita Kabigin. Thank you very much, Ma'am. Thank you, Kuya, for extending my regards to her and for relaying her regards to me also. So, yun, yung managing insecurities, kailangan natin na ma-overcome yun kasi ang problema dyan, as we get older and we carry within us these feelings of insecurity, ang mangyari dyan, magkaroon tayo ng galit sa sarili natin, and eventually, kung galit tayo sa sarili natin, galit tayo sa buhay natin. Pag galit tayo sa buhay natin, everybody around us or everyone around us can be affected of our feelings. So doon ang problema doon. So hindi na natin ma-focus yung ating mga plano sa buhay. Kahit tayo ay maging successful sa ating mga hinahangad. But in the end, deep inside our heart, meron pa tayong mga insecurities. Ang insecurities na yon na dulot at dala-dala natin throughout our life, yun ang magpapabagsak sa ating sariling mga success sa buhay. Marami tayong mga kaibigan na dahil sila ay naghangad na maghiganti sa kanilang mga kaibigan dahil, bully sila. I would admit that I was also a victim of bullying, but never in my dream or never in my imagination and thought that I would take a revenge on those who bullied me. Kasi para sa akin, yon ay isa ng intervention at gawain na ng ating Panginoon na mabigyan ng leksyon ang mga tao na bumubuli sa atin. Happy watching to Jing, Erica Aquino Sanchez. Jing, belated happy birthday. I sent you my birthday greetings on Facebook. Okay, so sa ngayon, hindi pa natin nakukonect yung ating linya sa guest natin, but hoping that he could be connected to us later on. Siguro kung meron kayong mga questions regarding insecurities, pwede niyong i-send sa akin para ito na lang muna ang gawin natin. And we are going to revive the treating of the letters of concern from our friends from different parts of the world kasi marami na tayong mga letters na natanggap. And hopefully, yung mga letters na napadala, meron akong mga letters dito, but I decided to have our friends be part of the interaction here on Life Talk with Sir Rob. Para naman, habang kayo ay nakaupo dyan or nagre-relax, meron kayong pastime na masasabi natin. So sorry sir, the connection is very poor here in Dumaguete, still unable to connect. Okay, so yun talaga problema. So hindi natin makokontrol yun because it's a technical problem, sabi ng ating guest. But hoping that Assistant Professor Credo could get back to us before we end up our Wednesday edition of Life Talk with Sir Rob. Okay, so sa ngayon lang, I'm encouraging everyone to, share your letters of concern para mabigyan naman natin ng professional advice at wisdom galing sa Panginoon. And hopefully, magkaroon tayo ng interaction kasi alam ko naman na kahit gaano kataas yung ating naabot sa buhay, we need to be reminded also sometimes. Dahil nakakalimutan natin na dahil sa sobrang taas natin, hindi na natin naintindihan kung ano yung mga maliliit na bagay. Dahil ang inisip natin yung mga malaki, yung mga big time. Minsan pag tayo ay napupuno na sa mga malalaking transactions, hindi na natin nakaligtaan na naiwan pala natin yung mga little things. But these little things are so important to us. Okay? Hopefully. Happy watching to Raul Bidadilio. Happy watching. Thank you very much. Sayang, no? Hindi natin makonect yung ating speaker ngayon. Itong guest. So, this is beyond our control. Pag technical problem na talaga ang pag-usapan. Because our online guest is from Dumaguete City. And sabi niya, merong connection problem talaga sa ngayon doon. So, still unable to connect. Okay, so maybe you could share some thoughts, and especially on the topic about insecurities. Meron kayong mga insecurities. Siyempre, bawat isa sa atin, meron tayong mga daladalang insecurities. Yung ang tao nga, pag kahit nga na okay, yeah, from Manong Darwin. Sir Ralph, what is your advice to me on how not to compare myself to others? Is it our nature to somehow compare ourselves? Yes, basically. It's our nature, Sir Darwin, na tayo ay magko-compare sa ibang tao. Yung ating buhay, kino-compare natin sa iba. Because human beings as we are, we're originated from animals, di ba? Or animals talaga yung ating description based on the Bible. But we are considered the highest form of animal. Yung animal kasi, meron siyang behavior na makipagkompetensya kung ano yung nasa iba. He is always, the animal is always on the race. At palagi siyang nasa kompetisyon. So, pag ano yung makikita natin sa iba, tinitingnan natin kung meron ba ako doon. Or, kung yung mga nakita mo sa iba, pwede mo ba yung makuha? And the problem here is, if you notice na kung ano yung nakita mo sa iba ay hindi mo makukuha, that's where your negative thinking starts to creep in. Kasi, nagsa-struggle ka eh. Bakit hindi ko makuha o maabot yung ginawa niya? So, hindi ka magiging pure or authentic sa iyong pakikitungo sa tao dahil nagtanim ka na sa puso mo ng inggit, galit, worry, at saka iniisip mo na you are really incompetent, na hindi mo kayang gawin yon. So, dahil you are motivated negatively by what you see from others, na nag-create na sa iyo ng envy, jealousy, resentment sa sarili mo, galit ka sa sarili mo, bakit hindi mo masunod yon? Katulad ng letter natin na natanggap from Makati City, na gusto niyang maging sikat na tao. So, ginawa niya, lumapit siya sa mga taong sikat doon sa Metro Manila, kung ano pa yung mga pinapasukan niyang mga transactions para lang na makapag-bruise na siya ng elbow sa kanyang mga kaibigan diyan na sikat. Di ba meron tayong ganong feeling na pag nakapag-picture taking tayo sa isang sikat na tao, or kung kahit meron kang number ng isang sikat na tao sa phone mo, you think also of yourself as sikat because you are connected to a popular person. So, yun din ang magiging isipan natin or mindset natin, na kailangan natin na maging equal tayo sa kanila, because the feeling of being equal to others could give you satisfaction and fulfillment. Doon na mahinto yung feeling mo na nainggit ka, nagalit ka sa sarili mo, na hindi mo makaya yung naabot ng ibang tao. But as soon as na nako-confine ka pa doon sa isipan na hindi mo pa pwedeng i-equal yung sarili mo sa iba, talagang ma-insecure ka sa sarili mo. In fact, Sir Darwin, meron nga tayong mga mga professional, sabihin natin, mga highly professional na mga tao, na mga doctors. Gusto talaga nila na tawagin sila doctor. Pag hindi mo ba address yung doctor nila, magagalit sila sa iyo, or they never respond to you. That is also sign of insecurity. Insecure ka dahil hindi ka at ease na tawagin ka lang na katulad mo na Bong. I would rather be called Bong or Ralph or Kuya. When I do my consultancy work sa mga companies, I address every employee as sir or ma'am. Janitor, guard, kasi gusto ko na ma-uplift yung kanilang spirit, na hindi sila mag-isip na kino-compare sila sa iba just because of the position or title that you're handling off or handling on. So, ang tendency doon, Sir Darwin, pag ikaw ay nakakita sa sarili mo na hindi ka na-treat ng ganito, dapat tawagin nila akong ganito. You demand respect by you calling you with your title, kahit alam mo naman na doctor ako, attorney ako, bakit pa naman na kailangan talaga i-mention yon, or baka nakalimutan niya. Pag meron tayong ganong feeling, that means meron pa rin tayong insecurity. Di ba? Kasi hindi tayo secure na talagang tayo ay doktor or attorney or engineer. Why do I have to be respected by people by calling my title talaga na para talaga na makagain ako ng respect? Even your ordinary name can gain respect according to how you behave yourself. So if you know how to respect others, then eventually people will respect you accordingly. Okay, happy watching to Gilmore Bruce Duque Velasco. Thank you very much, more. To Ma'am Merly Sabuelo, happy watching. Thank you so much, Ma'am, for your support. To Ma'am Terry Gumpay, thank you very much for watching. So, for the information of our viewers and friends watching tonight all over the world, nag-inform sa atin yung ating guest. He's from Silliman University, one of the professors there, na medyo may poor connection tayo. Okay, tinuod yun, Sir Rob, dapat na adjud doctor, kay kung wala, mangluod. Salamat kay Sir sa napaka-effective na advice. Yes, actually, if you are secure with who you are, then there's no need of mentioning your title, your name. Pero kung yun talaga ang tawag nila, okay lang. Pero pag ikaw ay affected or nasaktan yung puso mo na hindi ka minimension yung position mo, yung title mo, merong mga ganong mga tao na matanda na, my dear friends. It's sad to say na may mga tao talagang gano'n na gusto nila na nakalagay talaga yung kanilang PhD, DDD, ano pa yung mga titles dyan. Because they believe that this could gain much higher respect from others. But to be respect can personally be gained by just who you are. By just being simple, by just being true as a person, by just being kind, by just being right. Hindi na kailangan kung ano pa yung achievements mo para i-respect ka ng tao. So pag meron kang ganong mindset, you are still in a state of insecurity. Okay, happy watching to my former student at La Salle University, who is now the program coordinator of the communication program at Governor Alfonso de Tan College, Sir Nemro Rosauro. Ayaw niya magpatawag sa akin ng sir. Ayaw niyang tawagin siyang sir. Okay, thank you, Sir Darwin, ha. You make our day so full with your participation for this interaction. Happy watching also to Mary Chris Kabatingan, to Glendale Gongob, thank you very much. To Louis Hamero, thank you very much, Lou. Okay, so our guest has sent again his message. Ralph, I am so sorry, my repeated attempts prove futile. The problem is with the connection here. Okay, understand, Sir Jan. Okay. Yes, merong affirmation from Ma'am Noemi. Ate Noemi Gumalam. True. I am repeatedly cut off, sabi ng ating guest. So, gawin na lang natin yung ating time ngayon, hoping na makapag-insert pa rin yung ating guest. We still have few minutes before we end up our live talk at 9 p.m. So, kung meron kayong mga questions, okay. Meron din ditong concern from Larry I have an experience that I cannot erase in my memory. Lately, I had been in a panel interview for a position. I had not presented well myself to the panel dahil sa kaba. Everything became a mess. Disappointing, really. That's what I interpreted from a boss mentoring me. It keeps on flashing back. Although I had been mindsetting myself that it was a good experience still, and in my comeback in the future, I will come prepared. I hope I can remove this insecurity. Yes, actually. So as long as you do not conquer your fears and failures, at palagi mong iniisip, kasi pag hindi mo talaga nare-resolve yung mga galit mo sa puso mo, yung mga inggit, yung mga tampuhan, yung paghihiganti, as long as these negative emotions are still stored in your heart, even at your older age, it will keep on coming back. They will keep on coming back. Babalik at babalik pa rin yun. So, napansin natin mga kaibigan na kahit ikaw ay mataas na yung naabot mo sa buhay, successful ka sa financial aspect, or nagiging prominent ka sa ganitong area of interest or profession, but at the end of the day, you still find yourself unhappy. You still find yourself dissatisfied with what you are doing. Kasi meron pang mga negative emotions na dala-dala mo. And this form part of insecurity. So, yung sinishare kanina ni Larry, na bumabalik pa rin sa kanya, when we fail again, when we experience disappointments, babalik at babalik pa rin yun, unless you learn to change your mindset, your perspective, and you are now able to reach out yourself to those people or situations that cost you insecurities. Okay, thank you very much, Lar, na nadagdagan yung ating discussion ngayon on insecurities. So I'm still waiting for more reactions or comments from our friends na nag-watch atin ngayon para magagamit. Though siguro, I believe our guest is really trying his best to be connected to us, pero hindi maganda ang connection sa Dumaguete City ngayon. So we understand that. So yun, actually maraming mga tao ngayon ang nasa stage of depression dahil nga hindi nila na conquer yung insecurities. One thing pa na masabi mo na insecure ka, lang or patas lang yung favor na ibinigay ng tao sa inyong dalawa. But due to the fact that these negative emotions have already been controlling your heart, doon na nagmaneuver yung mga ideas mo sa isang bagay na talagang you are not being favored by this person. Kasi mismo sa sarili mo bias ka na. Alam mo na iba yung pagtingin nila sa iyo, but if you are going to dig out deeply what is the real story or the real score of that situation, doon mo ma-realize na hindi pa naman pala bias. Hindi ba naman pala unfair. Ang problema lang, hindi mo na-reach out yung tao. Halimbawa, pag yung isang tao na nasa isipan you are thinking na stricto siya, medyo social, mahirap siya lapitan. Dahil nakita mo sa kanyang personality, medyo masungit, hindi ngumingiti, at straightforward. But if you come to draw closer to that person, understanding also his or her feelings, his or her struggles, kung bakit gano'n siya, doon mo maintindihan pala na yung taong yun is also trying to reach out to you. Kaso lang, ikaw mismo, meron ka ng bias doon sa pagtingin sa kanya. Kaya ayaw mo siyang lapitan dahil nakita mo physically na hindi ka maging comfortable sa kanya. But you know guys, if you find insecure or you are not secure with how you deal with a person, huwag mong tingnan muna yung physical. That's one thing. That's one area. Titingnan mo muna yung emotional niya. Economic aspect. Baka ganun siya dahil meron siyang mga problema. Maraming siyang mga utang na binabayaran. Tayo nga, I noticed this when I conduct my consultancy visits sa mga companies. Bakit yung iba nating mga boss, mga supervisors, mga managers, galit na galit agad na halimbawa, yung isang employee na late. Pero before nangyari yun na late siya, he had been very punctual, tapos talaga nakapag-submit siya on time ng mga reports or requirements. Pero later on, na-notice natin na medyo hindi na siya gano'n ka committed na mag-submit on time. Or that person may have some delay in complying with the requirements. Ang tendency kasi natin mga kaibigan, nagre-react tayo, nagagalit tayo, diretso na sabihin natin, I don't know, lousy ka na ngayon. You've been very late in coming to office. Tapos marami ka ng mga sinasabing masakit doon sa empleyado mo. You are just looking at one aspect of an employee's life na nandoon sa opisina. Hindi mo pa nakita kung ano yung ibang aspect sa buhay ng isang tao o yung empleyado mo na dapat mong i-consider. Bakit siya late? Kung noon on time siyang nag-report sa office, bakit ngayon late? That should be part of the analysis and examination in terms of the performance and the evaluation of the company human resources. Tayo sana mga managers at boss, huwag muna tayong mag-conclude agad na ito na talaga ang performance mo, naging lousy ka na. You really have to explore and broaden your mind and heart na meron pang mga part doon sa buhay niya na dapat mong suriin. Kaya pala ganito ang kaniyang performance gayon kasi marami pala siyang problema na iniisip. Marami pala siyang problema doon sa pamilya niya. You know, I have to share this experience, my dear friends. One time, nag-conduct ako ng consultancy visit sa isang company. And part of my consultancy services is doing a one-on-one motivational coaching sa bawat staff. So, pag mag-coach ka ng isang staff, it may take few hours. Depende yon sa gravity of circumstances na pinapasukan ng isang tao or dinaanan ng tao sa ngayon sa kanyang buhay. So what time, yung isa na staff, it took me 8 hours para ma-coach ko siya kasi grabe pala yung napagdaanan. Sabi niya, alam mo sir, muntik na akong magpakamatay daw kasi meron na silang problema sa family. So, wala siyang tao na malapitan at the time. And by God's grace, it happened na ako yung nag-visit doon sa isang company nila, sa isang office nila. And yung tao na yun, nakapag-pour out siya sa akin kung ano pala yung mga problema niya. And you know what I did? Yung problema ng family life, binigyan ko siya ng recommendation doon sa management ng company na i-include siya doon sa development plan ng company. Kasi minsan, yung ating mga company owners, yung ating mga managers, ang inisip lang nila, kumita, magkaroon ng programs, magkaroon ng output, performance yung kanilang employees, pero hindi nila kinoconsider na dapat maging part din ang family doon sa enrichment program ng company. So doon, sabi niya, sir, salamat talaga sir na nakapag-pour out ako sa iyo. Dahil diyan na napalawak yung aking pananaw sa buhay. Sabi ko, well, I am just God's instrument. Yung trabaho ko bilang consultant, ginagamit ko lang upang maipaabot ng Diyos sa bawat isa sa inyo na hindi kayo pinabayaan niya at may mga paraan at mga tao na ginagamit niya upang ma-enlighten yung isipan niyo, yung damdamin niyo at yung buong pagkatao niyo. So yun mga kaibigan, very important talaga na atin na maunawaan ang kabuuan ng buhay ng isang tao, ng isang empleyado o kasama natin sa organisasyon. Huwag muna tayong maghusga. Huwag muna nating ipalabas yung mga masamang words galing sa ating bibig. Baka kung malaman natin yung tunay na dahilan, magsisisi tayo kung bakit nasabi natin yung mga masakit na salita. Okay, John Anthony Credo is watching. Hopefully, pwede natin siya i-add. Okay. Hindi talaga. Sorry talaga, hindi natin ma-connect yung ating okay. So, ito na lang. We'll just entertain your comments, your reactions on our previous topic about managing insecurities. Bawat isa sa atin, meron talaga. Meron talaga tayong dala-dalang mga insecurities. So sana, as we get older, as the days pass by, mababawasan natin, if not, ma-eliminate natin yung mga insecurities sa ating buhay. Dahil yon ay makakos sa atin ng depression, hanggang mawala na tayo ng self-esteem, mawala na tayo ng tiwala sa sarili natin, at ang masakit doon, mapapalayo tayo sa ating pananampalataya sa Panginoon. Happy watching to my anak, Totski Magtutudlo. Thank you, Ariel, for watching. So, we still have few minutes to entertain your concerns kung meron pa. Sayang hindi natin makasama yung ating guest, but he's watching us right now. Hopefully, my dear friends, yung itong mga thoughts na ating sinishare sa ating Life Talk with Sir Rob, maisulat natin ito sa isang aklat upang this will serve as our handy reminders of daily living. Mga basic lang ito na mga bagay na minsan ay nakaligtaan natin, and we might have taken these things for granted na yung iba nating mga companies nga, ayaw nila ng ganitong kasing training kasi magastos daw. Instead, aside na magastos sa pera, magastos sa emotion dahil siyempre masasaktan ka, maapektuhan yung damdamin natin. Happy watching to Pastor Yasi Morales. Thank you, Pastor, for watching. But hopefully our speaker can we can bring him on camera. You can request. So, okay. So yung insecurities talaga, malaking bagay ito na wag nating i-take for granted. Dapat na maging resolve tayo sa ganitong area ng ating pagkatao. Na meron man tayong mga maliit na mga insecurities araw-araw, but at least we can really address them slowly but surely every day din. So kung ano yung mga bagay na nakapag-create sa atin ng negativities or negative emotions, then dandahan nating ibabawas yon araw-araw. Para yung isang volcano na pag napupuno na siya ng mga explosive elements or resources, doon sa loob mismo ng volcano, ipuputok na yon. Mag-explode na yon. Dahil hindi na kaya ng kanyang sarili na mag-store pa doon sa loob. Okay. Happy watching to Manolito Ramos Tapangan. I think Manolito Ramos Tapangan is in Canada. Tama ba? Okay. Thank you very much, man, for watching. So we still have 9 minutes to go before 9. And sorry to say, my dear friends, na hindi natin makapag-join this evening our guest, the assistant professor, one of the assistant professors of Silliman University, na mag-share sa atin on the thoughts about certainty in times of uncertainty. Okay, before going to an end of our Wednesday edition of Life Talk with Sir Rob, I would like to remind our viewers, our friends out there, na meron tayong mga susunod na schedule ng ating Life Talk with Sir Rob. On Saturday, we'll have a talk about beating life's failures. That's a Saturday with Engineer Joanna P. Mosso, a mechanical engineer, public speaker, and businesswoman from the United Arab Emirates. So far, ito pa ang ating mga nakaschedule. So, hopefully, babalik tayo sa ating treating of letters of concern. So, kung meron kayong mga letters, mga concern, o mga katanungan sa buhay, o mga experiences na pwede nating bigyan ng enlightenment, reflection, professional advice at wisdom, maaari kayong mag-send sa akin through messenger sa Ralph Oscar C. Bagaboyboy. And meron din tayong mga guests na hindi nakapag-join sa atin due to some technical problems at saka emergencies. So, like Dr. Chryslis Agrenes Andaya on the topic turning mess into message, so hindi natuloy dahil nga sa mga hindi inasahang mga pagkakataon. Okay. Okay, so sorry dahil medyo may poor connection talaga doon sa line ng ating guest. So we could not have him join us tonight. But we hope that we could have him in the near future sa ating Life Talk with Sir Rob. Bago ako babalik sa Manila for my work as corporate executive. And we are also inviting you, my dear friends, yung mga mahilig sa negosyo. Meron tayong mga spaces doon sa Lawag, Ilocos Norte na pwede nating rentahan. Our corporation, Danchov Corporation, is developing a commercial complex, a world-class hotel, medical center, and commercial center. So kung gusto nyo na mag-explore sa Lawag City, sa Ilocos Norte, gusto kayo magrenta doon ng space, maganda ang Lawag. It's actually located at the heart of the city, malapit sa provincial capital at sa City Hall. So you can send me a message if you're interested and we could make some deal on that kung ano yung gusto niyong maging plano. That if you really are interested to explore your business potentials and opportunities in Lawag City, Ilocos Norte. And we are also putting up some projects in different parts of the country. So hopefully, magiging partner tayo sa other mga projects na gagawin natin because we are in the business of construction, development, importation, general services, and other business engagements. Thanks a lot, Kuya Bong. Thank you, Lar, for sharing your experience. Happy watching also to Helen Rocaberte Salapan. Thank you very much, Helen. Hello, my friend, and hello, good evening, Dr. James Marquez. He's the principal of the Senior High School Department of Zamboanga del Sur National High School. My very, very good friend. I owe him a lot. Thank you so much, James, for watching. Matatag na yung aming samahan ito, yung aming pagkakaibigan ito. Good evening, Brad. God bless you on your program. Stay safe. Thank you very much, Reverend Morales. Thank you. So sa ngayon, nasabi ko na kanina na hindi natin makakasama yung ating guest, professor from Silliman University dahil nga sabi niya may poor connection sa Dumaguete City. So hindi naman natin control yung ganong sitwasyon. Oh, not anymore. It's your high school, sabi ni Dr. J. Suarquez. Maybe in the junior high school department. Yeah. So, he's the principal of the junior high school department of Zamboanga del Sur National High School in Pagadian City. So, that ends our Wednesday edition of Life Talk with Sir Rob. You are watching Life Talk with Sir Rob. This is part of Ralph Oscar C. Bagaboyboy Inspirational Ventures. 21 years of inspiring lives leading to brighter tomorrow. Again, my dear friends, pasensya na po na hindi makapag-join ang ating guest ngayon dahil may poor connection doon sa Silliman University, particularly in Dumaguete City. So, hopefully, we could have him in the near future dito sa ating edition ng Life Talk with Sir Rob. Thank you very much for your support. God bless you and have a wonderful Wednesday evening, everyone.